Namaste everyone, this is Rupi Raj and today I will do the NFO review for SBI Nifty 200 Quality 30 Index Fund. Talking about what is the NFO, NFO stands for New Fund Offering, and a new fund offer is the first time investment firms offer a new mutual fund to its investors. It is just like an initial public offering, but it is for mutual funds. Talking about what are mutual funds, a mutual fund is a financial vehicle that pools money from many investors to invest in a diversified portfolio of securities such as stocks, bonds, and other assets. Investors buy net asset value units in the mutual fund, becoming partial owners of all its holdings, and a professional fund manager manages that mutual fund's portfolio on your behalf, and an expense ratio is charged for it. Talking about SBI Nifty 200 Quality 30 Index Fund, the launch date for this index fund is 16th May 2025 and the end date is 29th May 2025. There is no exit load and the allotment date for the units will be on 4th June 2025. This fund is benchmarked to provide returns that closely correspond to the total return of the Nifty 200 Quality 30 Index subject to tracking errors. The scheme is managed by Viral Chavda and he is a good fund manager of index funds. The Nifty 200 Quality 30 Index target companies with strong financials, high return on equity, low debt and stable earnings, reducing exposure to volatile or financially weak firms. So out of the Nifty 200 companies, it will select top 30 companies. There is a quality score assigned to all the Nifty 200 companies, and the top 30 companies which have the highest quality score based on the return on equity, low debt to equity ratio, and the stable EPS or earning per share growth, those will be taken up by this index fund. This quality score makes the fund suitable for risk conscious investors seeking long term wealth creation by investing in quality companies. Talking about the return expectation, the 10-year CAGR can be between 18% to 28%, and the Nifty 200 Quality 30 Index Fund has historically outperformed broader indexes like the Nifty 50 due to its focus on high quality companies. Talking about the taxation, since it is an equity index fund, there will be a short term capital gains tax of 20.8% if you try to book your profits before 12 months, and if you try to book your profits after 12 months or 1 year, there is a long term capital gains or LTCG of 12.5% on gains above 1.25 lakhs annually. Talking about my opinion, if I want to create wealth in the long term, I will invest in this NFO or any other quality index fund. But since this is a fund that mirrors the quality index fund, I will directly go and buy stocks that fulfill the quality metrics to be part of the Nifty 200 Quality 30 Index Fund in my Demat account. So, in other words, as I am a young investor, I will not apply in this NFO. Instead, I will buy the stocks which scores the highest in the quality metrics in my Demat account. If you are a passive investor, this NFO is better than investing in Nifty 50 index fund. Talking about suitability for different investor types, if you are a conservative investor, you can apply for this NFO. If you are lazy and you don't want to know about what are the top 30 quality companies out of the Nifty 200 index, if you're a balanced investor, then also yes, you can apply for this NFO if you don't have time to find out which stocks are good. If you put them on a quality index metric, if you're an aggressive investor, you can skip this NFO and go for actively managed large cap funds. If you're a goal oriented investor, then yes, you can apply to this NFO if you don't have time and you have a specific goal set in mind. If you're a passive investor, then yes, you can apply to this NFO if you don't have any time. In my opinion, you should go for active funds for better returns compared to passive funds. If you're an active investor or a young investor, then you should not apply to this NFO and you can go for direct stocks. If you're a diversified investor and you have allocated good percentage of your portfolio to gold, large cap, mid cap, small cap and real estate, then you can ignore this NFO. If you're a speculative investor and you want to trade for the short term, you can skip this NFO because this scheme will not give you bumper returns. If you want to read about the scheme details for this mutual fund, I have attached them in the description of this video. So that's a wrap on today's NFO deep dive. We have crunched the numbers, dissected the story, and now it's your turn. What do you think? Drop your thoughts below, hit that subscribe button, and let's keep decoding the market together. If you want to book any consultation related to investment, mutual fund advice, or stock advice, honestly, do not worry about it. As of now, just type your questions in detail in the comment section and I will try to answer your queries. As of now, this service will be free of cost. Before ending the video, I would like to include a disclaimer that this is not a financial advice video. I have included this disclaimer to clarify that my content is for informational and educational purposes only. While I share my analysis and opinion on stocks and other mutual funds, I am not yet a certified financial advisor and everyone's financial situation is unique. This disclaimer ensures you understand that any investment decision should be based on your own research or guided from a licensed professionals, as equity markets carry risk. It's all about keeping things transparent and encouraging responsible investing. Hope you like this NFO review. Thank you. This is Rupi Raja.